It's Elizabeth from the Toy Hoarder. Today I have the final two Black Series Holiday Edition Star Wars figures. Now there are 5 total figures. Each one is exclusive to a different store, and at the end of the video I will run through a photo of all those and where you can get them if you are curious. I also have videos of all of them, and I will link them down in the description below for you guys. Okay, so today we have 2 figures that are from the new trilogy of Star Wars. This is the Sith Trooper Holiday Edition and the Range Trooper Holiday Edition. Now the Range Trooper is my all-time favorite Christmas design that they made. I love the Santa and Rudolph. Oh my goodness, too exciting for my soul. The Range Trooper is a Target exclusive, and the Sith Trooper is a Best Buy exclusive. So without further ado, let's get them open so we can play. Now, they do have pieces of tape along the top. Once you get that open, you can slide out the plastic tray. There's another plastic tray on top. So if you would like to store these, if you're a collector and you would like to store these like this on your shelf, that is an option as well, and then you don't have the box in the way. I am not a collector. I'm gonna play with them, so I'm just gonna get that out of the box right now. Okay guys, here is the Sith Trooper up close, super detailed, and I love this, you guys. Look at this detail, even on his scarf, he's got little snowflakes printed, and these snowflakes, guys, have the Stormtrooper heads at the end of each of the spokes of the snowflakes. It does have these little Star Wars faces, and it's on both sides of his little scarf. Here is his weapon. It is surprisingly not Christmassy. I don't know why they didn't make the orange parts either red or green. It would have been super easy to Christmas size this weapon, and all the other ones were, so I don't know why his turned out orange. I cannot remember what his name is, but he's one of those little characters that fixes the droids, and he's so cute, you guys. He's in this little elf costume, which is adorable because he's fairly short to begin with. Up closer to, it's really bugging me that I can't remember his name right now. If you know, put it down in the comments below. But guys, he's too cute. I can't. And then we've got my favorite, guys. He has snow dusted onto his boots. This is too great for my life. I love this Santa one. The eye part of his visor has gold printed there. I mean, this is so detailed and gorgeous, and I will just show it to you because I can't. I will not be able to function trying to tell you every detail that there is, but I'll try to show you as much as I can of it because, and you can see this dusted snow on his boots. There is just so much detail. Look at the back of these boots even. I mean, he's got texture inside of the back of his shawl thing, and then he does have the gold in his eyes, which is kind of hard to see, but his weapon almost looks like it's made entirely of ice, which is pretty neat. And then he's got this droid, which, guys, this droid actually rolls. That is too fantastic. It doesn't roll very well, but it does actually spin, which is pretty cool here. I love it, I love it, I love it. And then this droid is painted like Rudolph, which is the best thing ever, especially since the droids usually pilot the starships and things. That makes sense that they would be reindeer, right? All right, so this one has a twistable head, which despite it looking like his neck is a screw, it is not. I think that's just supposed to be like a turtleneck or something, but his scarf is removable, which is kind of fun. His head does turn all the way around 360 degrees. He does have a full ball joint here. Ooh, they made his armor super rubbery on this side, so now you can actually flex him, and this is super nice. Now, this was my complaint with some of the earlier ones is, unfortunately, their joints just weren't made very well. They're very cheapy, they're very hard to move. I was very nervous even bending the joints because I was afraid the figure was gonna break. He does have a bendable joint in the elbow that also twists, so full ball joint in the elbow, and a twistable joint in the wrist. His hand moves, but only this up and down instead of the backwards forward. A backwards forwards joint in his middle of the chest. Usually they have a spinning joint too, but did you guys hear that? It is supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be able to twist it, but it's just the plastic is so cheapy and it's such a tight joint that it is making that sound, and it's making me super, super nervous that he's going to break. But okay, it is a full ball joint. Just be very, very careful on this. Delicate little toys. Okay, guys. Full ball joint in the thigh here, which is nice. Now, all these white parts that are seen in between here. You can see it on its elbows, his knees, his upper thighs, his neck. It's all actually textured sideways lines. So it looks like he's wearing a suit of long underwear. He does have a double joint in the knee. Did he have a double joint in his elbow? No. His knees actually do seem to bend a little bit better. Well, I say that, and then I can't get this other one to bend right. There we go. Okay. So with the double joint, his knees can bend so that his legs go all the way back. So there's one joint, and there's the second joint here. So that's kind of fun. It's so thin that it's not super feasible, but you can sort of hold it. If you put his hand high enough, maybe he won't drop it. I don't know. And then the figure does stand on its own, and so does this little guy. Oh, I took his scarf off. Oh my goodness. Will I make him fall down when I put the scarf back on? Ah! As his weapon does not stay in his hand very well, but maybe I did that wrong. I don't know. If you guys know and I put this in his hand wrong, let me know in the comments. There's a little tiny grip right here. Can he grip this? Maybe. Maybe it's like this. Guys, I don't know. I am definitely not the weapons specialist. Don't ask me. I'm not sure. Okay, we will leave that be for now and talk about this guy's articulation. Now, this guy has really... He's got a thick body, he's got thick clothing, and I think that that is going to very much interfere with his articulation. So we'll see what we can get out of him, but... Oh yeah. There's a very slight head tilt. You can see maybe a couple millimeters here that it's moving, not much at all. Nothing to write home about, guys. But his head also does spin around. And again, it doesn't spin very far because he's got this super thick, heavily textured shawl type thing on. So he spins his head this far. That's the range of motion on that. So a little bit disappointing. The good news is they kind of carved into his body when they made his arms underneath this shawl. So he can actually move his arm a good bit, which I'm really excited about because this is a huge play feature to have these different articulation points. So that's super cool. He does have a ball joint in his elbow, and then he's got a twistable joint in his hand here. He does have a waist joint at a normal point, but he doesn't have like the just below the chest one. He's just got one at where his waist would be, and it is a spinnable joint. It does spin all 360 degrees, so that's cool. The good news is that this is rather flexible, this bottom part of his Santa suit thing. Oh, and he's got these little leg straps that strap it on. This is really interesting. Anyway, it's rather flexible so that he still does have some motion in his legs here. So this is about your extent on that because it's not fully flexible and it's still a little bit thick, but there is some motion, so that's nice. And he does have a little bit of a forwards backwards here on this. The knee does bend. It's not a double joint in the knee, but he does have a regular knee joint that does spin 360 degrees, so it's a full ball joint there. His feet do tilt, and this is kind of strange because it gets very mechanical in here, and that's why it doesn't spin. It's just it wouldn't work with the other pieces that are in the way, so it's just an up down on the toes there. But more articulation than I was expecting him to have. I was kind of worried about him, you guys, but of course I had to have this one. This was my absolute favorite, and even getting all of them out of the box now, it is still my absolute favorite. Oh, it's too beautiful for my life. Good, I did get him standing. Unfortunately, I don't think his little droid pal is gonna stand with him. Oh, he's actually not leaning against him right now, and he's standing. Look at this. Okay, unexpected, but this droid actually does stand. Good luck getting him to stand all the time, and if you're gonna store him on a shelf, I would definitely put him on a shelf where no one's going to jostle or knock the shelf, because if I bump this table at all, he's going down. I know that for sure. I guess it's supposed to be a gun. It looks like maybe a bayonet type thing. It looks like it's got a blade on it as well, so I'm not really sure. I guess maybe you can shoot or stab with it. I don't really know. Again, not really super into weapons, but I am a Star Wars fan and a Christmas toy fan. Well, really just any holiday toys, but this is super cool. So he can hold his weapon, and it's a lot better than this guy's weapon, although I still may have been doing this wrong. I really want him to hold it kind of like in the middle here, but his hands are too small to get around that middle section right there. I can't, my fingers are too big to show you that too well, so. I don't know, I am going to show right now, here are the other ones that you can get and where you can find them. Let me know what you thought of these guys down in the comments below. Leave a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, share this video with your friends and family. Go check out my channel for plenty more toy and game reviews. And until next time, have a great time playing. Bye.